Good morning, traders. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Discord channel. It is February 20th, and man, the market just handed us a massive curveball to end the week. We just had Q4 GDP numbers dropped, and they were a disaster compared to what the street wanted. We're looking at 1.4% growth. That is a massive slowdown from the 4.4 we saw last quarter. The consensus was looking for 2.8. So we didn't just miss, we fell off a cliff. Right now, NASDAQ futures are feeling the heat. We've got a risk off vibe taking over because not only is the economy slowing down, but we're seeing oil prices spike towards 6 months high on those rising tensions with Iran. So the question for us today as traders, is this part of a deeper flush? Or is the bad news already priced in for the sell the rumor by the news bounce? We're going to be live scalping NASDAQ, the Qs, and maybe even a couple of SPY this morning. So let's see if we can catch a trend. Let's get into the charts. NASDAQ and the Qs currently in a vulnerable spot heading into the New York Open. Here's what's to watch. The GDP impact, the 1.4% GDP print confirms a significant cooling of the AI-fueled economy. While consumer spending remains at a small bright spot, the sharp drop in the government spending and exports is weighing on the tech sector. Expect high volatility in the first 30 minutes as institutional algorithms reprice growth expectations. So we're probably going to get a pretty volatile open. So just expect that. The bear case, traders may not want to hold long positions into the weekend given the geopolitical uncertainty with Iran and weak GDP. This could lead to a late Friday fade where the market sells off into the close. The bulls case, keep an eye on core PCE inflation that dropped alongside GDP. If inflation looks cooler than expected, the market might ignore the slow growth and rally in the hope of a faster red cut. That's kind of the morning right now. Let's go ahead and get our morning numbers up. What's up, Ace? Good morning. You like that? I thought you'd like that. All right. Let's see NASDAQ numbers. All right, levels for NASDAQ. We've got a breakout level of 25,069 with your first take profit at 25,167. Sell the reversal at 24,985 and a buy the reversal at 24,817. Breakdown spot of 24,733 and your first take profit will be at 24,635. Sorry, I think I had the graphic for ES up. Okay. For ES, we got a breakout spot of 6,917 with your first take profit at 6,938. Sell the reversal at 6,900. Buy the reversal at 6,864. Breakdown spot of 6,846. And your first take profit is at 6,825. There it is. Okay. And gold, last but not least, we got a breakout spot of 5,040. Your first take profit is at 5,063. I'm sorry. 5,063 is your first take profit. Sell the reversal at 5,021. Buy the reversal at 4,981. A breakdown spot of 4,962 and a take profit of 4,939. You guys find my levels helpful and like to see those and track those on a daily, you can catch those inside our Discord, or you can catch them on my social. You can catch me on X and follow me there. And I drop those each and every morning so that I can help traders have a little bit of an advantage here in the morning session. Let's get the gold off the chart. NASDAQ, we've got a London low of 24,722 with a London high of 24,984. Looks like currently the price on the NAS is within yesterday's orb. yet again, another day of ranging within the range. So hopefully numbers today will give us some kind of confidence that we can go ahead and make some money today. Maybe we'll get that trend today. Yesterday, the week has been, fairly difficult. It seemed like a great start to the week, but then the week definitely got more technical and in a very tight range. It was difficult to trade. So it is Friday. We're starting off the morning session early, and don't forget, we're gonna make our money early, and we're gonna be done by the end of London Power Hour, because it is Margarita Friday. How's everybody doing this morning? Anybody make some money in the overnight session? I'm slightly green. I'm up like $400 right now, I believe. I'm up about that much. We're gonna see what Friday does, though. I'd like to see us have a push up, maybe get up to VWAP 24,862, and then we just fade that. I want to find a good spot that we could actually, take a nice trade into the morning session. It's been a couple of days since I've traded with you guys in the morning, not since Monday. So it's good to be back. We're gonna see if Tip's short position on the VIX is gonna work out for him. Hey, McCarm, good to see you, sir. How you doing, buddy? Good morning. Lex, good to see you. Nacho, Ace, Mark, Yaz, Affluent Mind, Pete, good to see you. Good morning. And everybody else in chat. So I'm not as familiar with most of y'all's names yet. Cash and Cash, It's the Code Nerd, Viral Thinks, Bob, good to see you, Bob. Mark, Big Papa, and the Mad Chatter. Hey, the Mad Chatter, you're a little quiet this morning, brother. You're smidge quiet. Oh, I'm sorry about that, team. I have been talking and doing my morning intro, and I did not realize that was muted in the Discord. I sincerely apologize for that. I did my whole morning breakdown and spew, and you guys didn't even hear it. I'm so sorry. Luckily, I looked down and was wondering why my microphone wasn't moving. Let's see. Should we do the morning breakdown one more time? Oh my goodness. All right, you guys in Discord didn't catch it, so I guess we'll go ahead and do it. We'll do it one more time. How about that? My stuff. All right, we'll go and do the morning intro one more time. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday, February 20th. The market just handed us a massive curveball to end the week. We just had Q4 GDP numbers drop, and they were disastrous compared to what the street wanted. We're looking at 1.4% growth. That is a massive slowdown from the 4.4% we saw last quarter. I'm sorry. The consensus was looking for 2.8. So we didn't just miss, we fell off a cliff. Right now, the NASDAQ futures are feeling the heat. We've got a risk-off vibe taking over because not only is the economy slowing down, but we're seeing oil prices spike towards 6 months highs on those rising tensions with Iran. I had mentioned that yesterday. Crude oil is moving. So the question for us today as traders, is this the start of a deeper flush, or is the bad news already priced in for a sell the rumor by the news bounce? We're going to be live scalping the Qs, NAS, and maybe even the SPY all morning to see if we can catch a trend. Let's get into the charts. NASDAQ is currently in a vulnerable spot heading into the New York Open. Here's what to watch. GDP impact, 1.4% GDP print confirms a significant cooling in the AI-fueled economy. And we've been talking about that for the last 2 weeks. The AI situation is a big driving factor for us. While consumer spending remained a small bright spot, The sharp drop in government spending and exports is weighing on the tech sector. Expect high volatility in the first 30 minutes as institution algorithms reprice growth expectations. So Friday factor, the bear case. Traders may not want to hold long positions over the weekend, given the geopolitical uncertainty with Iran and the weak GDP. This could lead to a late Friday fade where the market sells off into the close. The bull case, keep an eye on core PCE inflation data that dropped alongside GDP. If inflation looks cooler than expected, the market might ignore the slow growth and rally in the hopes of a faster rate cut. I don't know if we're going to see that, though, to be honest with you. All right, guys. How's everybody doing this morning? Good to see you all here in chat. Currently, right now, NASDAQ is sitting with right around yesterday's orb. We've got a low for the London session on the NAS at 24,722 and a high or London high of 24,984. And we're still continuing to push lower. We broke below yesterday's orb. So it is nice to see us, slightly below the orb from yesterday, but still nonetheless, I don't want to be anywhere near the orb. So it looks like Reuters is stating that Wall Street is set for a lower open after weaker than expected GDP data. So it looks like that is really, really spreading across. Do I even got that yet? Let's see how much time we've got until that drops. That's right, Nacho. Let's have a red day, brother. Let's have a day. Let's have a good day. I want to make some money. It's Margarita Friday here at Blue Sky. Nice. I'm not as green as you. I'm only up maybe I'm only up like $400 or something, $500 or something like that. Yeah, I did most of my trading in the overnight session. Got in a few trades. Had a short rolling in this morning. I should have held the short longer. I'm so mad at myself. I cut the short, but I had two MES cons and I was up $150 in each account. So I was like, yeah, that's $150. I was like, yeah, we'll just call it there. Got room for one more trade. Maybe. Oh, you know me, broski. All right, we got about 15 minutes till open. Still looking fairly weak here. Getting close to testing that London low again. I'd like you to wait a little for us. Yes, sir. I cut the short. Bob, that's a nice thing about waking up early. You start your day early and you can be done early. I've never been an early bird until I started day trading. Even when I ran my companies, I was not I didn't like getting up early because I was always a night owl. So, but when I started to transition into day trading and stuff, that's when I started to get in, become a real early bird and stuff, shoot, sometimes I'll want to wake up at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. And I'm just like, whoa, wait. It's too early. But that 5, 6 a.m., you can catch that little move there. Sometimes the market will really just dump it, Oh, look at that push down. Now we're really getting it. Dang, I wanted to wait a little. Man, it is going way too fast already. We're not even going to have a chance for this, are we, at the open? Yeah, I love my pretense of everything I've always ever done was always to work as little as possible and make as much as possible. So, waking up early, spending like 2 hours on the charts and walking out with, a good amount of profit. I love that. This is my favorite thing to do. That's a good day. Spend like an hour, 2 hours on the charts, walk out with a good bankroll and just call it a day. That's rewarding right there. That's good though. Sheesh. Almost $800. What's up, Affluent? Good to see you, my friend. Scale down today. You know, for the early session, most likely, maybe take a mini micros just to protect ourselves, just to be careful in case we have some volatility. There will be algos, kicking in fairly, I would say aggressive in the morning session because it is Friday and we have a decent move to the downside already. So, then probably institutions readjusting their ports in the morning session is what I would expect. Setting a new London low now at 24,707. Let's take a look at gold because they did call out my gold numbers. Let's get that on the chart. Gold actually pushing up. Bit of a recovery. Yeah, look at that, pushing 5,063. Let's take a look at silver. I'm in a few swing positions on silver right now. Look at that, silver is just ripping, pushing at 80.72. Or about $6 from highs, but prior highs still got a good ways to go to all-time highs though. I don't know. Silver and gold does look like it's very bullish. We'll see how they hold up into the opening session. Quite a bit different. We hadn't seen a divergence in the precious metals in the market in a few weeks. So let's see if that holds up for us today. I'm going to keep an eye on those. Let's take a look at crude oil as well, since we did mention that with the geopolitical situations going on. At 66 a barrel right now. Hey, good morning. No likes given. Good to see you there in chat. How's your morning going? Oil to 100. What's up, Tim? Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Happy Friday. And happy Friday to everyone. Welcome to Blue Sky's live stream. I'm Coach Riz. Sorry, we don't have Coach Mike here today. So I will be leading the charts today, but not to worry. You are in good hands today, team. Soft hands? Man. No, man. No, man. I got working man hands. Actually, they've gotten a little bit softer, yeah, because I've been a keyboard warrior here for a couple of years now. They used to always be rough, but now they've actually gotten a little bit better. Hey, what are you talking about, Tip? You're a desk jockey just like I am. Yeah, how you feeling, man? I know you had a nasty spill the other day, right? Or like 2 weeks ago, man. You feeling better? Ain't giving up. This thing's just gonna sell. I wonder if we could actually catch a pullback into this. Your back's a little tweaked. Ah, man. I hope you get hope you feel better, man. Bye, Max. Have a good day at school, son. Love you. All right. Kiddos are off to school. We got 9 minutes till market open. Invading on. Okay. Got some spam in the chat there. I can't delete that. Let's see here. Hey, good morning, Mr. Positive. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Already threw the sell signal on Rankos. Man, are we just going to slide on the open and just not stop? And a tip would like that. Tip would definitely like that. I tipped, I switched to the 15-second with you yesterday and you dipped on me in VC, bro. I was waiting for you, bro. I thought you were going to mention something about the 15-second when you told me to join you on the chart. And then I didn't see you in Discord. What were you do you remember by chance what you were trying to get me to take a look at on the 15-second? Because I totally missed it. Yeah, I definitely I'll go to those time frames to see if I can see the trend because you'll see it right there very quickly. I don't use the RSI color candles enough to where I could see it like that, but I bet you it'll show you the the heat map as it gets more intense to where it's going to taper off and fall off. I bet you it does show that. I'll have to take a look at that. But I do like looking at the 15 because there's quite a bit of times that you can see where the market just will jump on the 9 EMA and then it'll just ride it in a trend. And it's just like a staircase. What is up, Mr. Positive? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? What's up, Bay Fisherman? Lex, Justin, Affluent, Code Nerd, Fox, Yaz, Tip, Pete, KKS, Mr. Positive, Nacho, Viral, Thinks, Susan, Mark, Ace, Mad Chatter. Good to see you all. Happy Friday. Good. Been selling weekly puts. Of course. I know you, brother. I know you're out there. It's been rough. You know what? The sell side has been paying money. Yeah, I know that. I was talking to a friend of mine last time. We were talking about that. He was telling me I should start getting into the sell side. I really do need to. It would probably be a lot more easy on me too than what I'm, doing on a daily. Let me ask you this, Mr. Positive. How lucrative is that? I mean, compared to like me being on compared to me using the leverage of a zero DTE, how lucrative, what's the money comparison? Because I can take a zero DTE and obviously squeeze that thing like crazy, but is the same opportunity there on the sell side? Oh yeah, well, that's just a lot of you're right on that. You're right on that, Ace. But really, the problem is poor management of the trade. Oh, I'm sure it's way safer. I'm sure it's way safer. I'm going to do some studying on that this weekend. I think I am going to start looking into, maybe even trying to transition over to the sell side. That's the key. Interesting. See, I'm always looking for a delta of like 5.5. Yeah, that's super interesting. Yeah, I got a few friends that are on the sell side of the market. Like Apple, my quant, he's on the sell side. I got a bunch of friends that are on that. And they enjoy it, but yeah, I just like the zero DTE. I love taking a cheap con and writing it up. Although, you just don't get those run-ups all the time. Those are difficult trades to take. We got 3 minutes until open. Still riding that London low, right under the orb low. See what the volatility looks like here at the open. We got 2 minutes left till open, team. Good luck today. Let's make that money early and call it a day early because it's Friday. I think Nvidia's is on like support. Let's see. Let's switch charts here. You guys know I've been testing this new chart out. But I built this for my midday stream with you guys so that my 10:30 stream I could start trading around it. Definitely a work in progress. Steve giving us some alpha. Is he giving us some alpha? I didn't get no alpha from Steve. I'm down for it though. Just chilling here. Shh. Trying, bro. Trying. NVIDIA. Let's look at NVIDIA for the morning. It's on the bottom side of that now. Huh. Looking pretty weak there. Looking pretty weak. Let's go back to NAS. Pushing those lows. Not looking good. Not looking good. It's mine. Got a new low. All right, 5 seconds till market open. You sold puts on it. Congrats. What's up, Alf? Good to see you. Good luck, traders. Good luck today. Let's make some money. Oh, there's that push. Pushing lower here at the open. There's that volatility now. OPEX shenanigans. Today's not OPEX, is it? Market kind of catching a bid here. 24,722. Wick pretty low below the London low at 24,677. Yeah, looks like the market is trying to bounce a little. You went in small at 24,703. I'm gonna try to be a little patient here in the morning session. The only thing I was looking at long this morning was precious metals, but even then, I'm not liking this. Okay, we just got into yesterday's orb. What is Nvidia doing? Nvidia trying to get back in that midpoint. Market above yesterday's orb low. That was at 24,762. No, I'm going to wait for the 15-minute orb here at the open. So I'm going to wait for the first 15-minute candle to print and see what we do. Unless we get some kind of real move that, gives us some kind of indication that we need to get involved. Nvidia is getting through VWAP to the upside. Okay. That's a nice push. Get it, Affluent. Dang, you got that nice pop there at the open. Congrats. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. Trail that stop. Just be careful. It's a great trade right there in the morning session. The locking gains we've been raging since October. Yeah, no kidding, bro. No kidding. Yes, pushing now. Testing VWAP. Intel to the upside. Market is bouncing real nice. Damn, East. Bro. You got like a killer entry in that, bro. You got a killer entry in that. Nvidia is the market, bro. Nvidia looking strong. Don't forget, we got earnings next week for Nvidia, so you might have people getting ahead of that. We're getting close to yesterday's orb here on the NAS. That's 24,883. We're still in yesterday's range. Nice. Congrats. Affluent. Congrats. Oh, what a beautiful long that would have been right there. Jeez. Wow, that's a massive candle. You should see the 15-minute candle on NAS. It's crazy. Look at that. That's what the 15-minute candle looks like right there. Whee! Russell's not moving up. Small caps are not reflecting this move to the upside. Let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow is actually selling. The Dow and the Russell are actually pushing down. Well, the Dow is, the Russell is trying to push upward. It's still lagging this whole move though. It's a good spot to fade it. You're right at the 200 there on the 3. The market is leaning to the upside though. I don't blame you, Affluent. You nailed it, bro. Oh, there's that rejection. Oh, that's a nasty rejection. There come the bears. Yeah, the Dow is just holding the bottom of this range. It's pushing further down, breaking 49,280. Yeah, Dow is not looking strong at all. Wow. Got S&P manufacturing coming out in a few minutes. Hey, good morning, MJ. Good morning. We're getting a ripper of a day here. At least he's squeezing you, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with giving hugs here in the midday. Sometimes you need it. Like I don't want a hug. I don't want to even want him to squeeze me. Just send me a DM. Tell me go long, go short. About 11 minutes into the open. Oh, the Dow is just dumping now, pressing 49 250. It's so, oh my God. Wow. Yeah, NASDAQ is green now, green 0.23% for the day. Oh man. Nvidia is just ripping. Oh, oof. Donald Trump is speaking. Oh, mm. Your technical analysis is no match against my tweets. He's right. Yeah, the orb is going to be massive today now. That's what kind of I don't like. I mean, it's not that big, but yeah, it is big. Like almost 200 points, probably. Shoot. Yeah, 10 seconds before numbers drop. $51 spot two, 50 lower than forecast. So S&P manufacturing PMI 52.3, previous 53.1, or forecast was 53.1, previous was 53. So lower than expected. Yeah, it looks like GDP and PCE are just, just doesn't care. Dow's still pushing down further. One of these sisters is lying. All right, now we've got our 15-minute orb. Let's go ahead and set up that opening range break. Oh, that's not it. Orb high for the session on NASDAQ will be 24,942. 947, I'm sorry, 947. Or below on that is going to be 24,677. So pretty large orb for the morning session. Does look like we're pushing up. That's been the hard thing, man, is that, we won't leave this dang range. I mean, 240 points, even 1 minute, it was a directional squeeze. 5 minute orb would have been better. Yeah, but the bad thing is 5 minute orb doesn't always work. And you need something with a little bit more time in it to establish the morning range. Nvidia has been on an uptrend, had algos fire long yesterday open. Trump, I'm considering unlimited strike on Iran. Gold isn't capping. Yeah. Let's go move over to gold real quick. I think I got sidetracked from that. Started looking at some of these other tickers. Oh, wow. Look at that. Gold is really moving. What is silver doing? Doesn't look like my silver cons are moving. Holy moly. Look at that. That is a gap up and a half. Jeez Louise. Come on. I need silver to rip a little bit more so that my ZSLs will make me some money. I'm pretty stacked in those. Now we're rejecting this. Bostic is speaking pretty much yesterday's orb. Take a short on this. I want to see if we can get a rejection off that orb. I'm going to put it at that prior candle wick high, 24,960. That was just dumping. It's not stopping.